or falling on you, like a big piano. I'm trying to say what I have in my head is actually pretty interesting. There's no way I'm gonna be able to get it out.
Come on.
Something was kind of bestowed upon Katniss in a way, in the same way that saying yes to these movies was onto me. And I would like to hope that some of the leadership, you guys, I haven't done interviews for like a year. Really, I'm trying. This is our first.
It's a really hard way to dive back into.
I'm so sorry.
I thought that was really nice what you were saying.
Was it nice?
Yes, I thought that was really nice.
If anybody rubbed off on me, I would hope and think that it could possibly maybe be Katniss. Thank you for your wonderful question. I'm sorry for the horrible answer.
Great answer. Next question.
Hi, my question is for Francis and Nina. In Mockingjay, there's a lot of material in between the climax of the book and before the epilogue. What were the challenges that you faced in adapting that section of the book?
Francis is like, I don't know.
I'll take a little bit of that, and then Francis, you dive into. I think one of the biggest challenges was that in the book, Katniss doesn't know a lot of what's going on around her during that segment following the climax prior to the epilogue. There's a period in which she's somewhat in the dark. And so you can't leave your hero passively in the dark, waiting for news. And so we needed to find a way to stay with her as we've tried to throughout the series. We've always tried to see things through her eyes and to stay rooted in her point of view. And to let an authentic emotional response evolve and give ourselves time to do that while at the same time being mindful of the fact that you want to keep driving forward towards your conclusion. So finding that balance between taking time for real emotion and having the propulsion to drive towards the end. I think that's been a challenge, but I feel great about where we ended up. And wanting to feel true emotional resolution for these characters. They've been through so much. Our fans have been so sort of committed to their journey, and we want to come through.
Yeah, I mean, I thought of it less as a challenge and more kind of an interesting journey, because one of the things that I've always been really interested in the books is the idea of the consequence of war and violence, and, you know, toward the end of this movie, that's what we're really exploring with Katniss. And so to be able to sit with her and watch her sort of put herself back together as best as she can was really interesting to me, and really satisfying. And so less of a challenge and more fun in a weird way.
Good question, though.
Next question. Hello.
Hi, I'm Suzanne. Sorry, I'm just really happy to see you guys.
We're happy to see you.
You know, I've said that to people and no one reacts.
Okay, my question is, what are you guys going to miss the most about filming the Hunger Games series?
If you're looking at it. For me, it's been like the most incredible movie-making experience, and then just experience in my life of getting to know these people and across the board. Lovely people, and
Sweet angel, he's a sweet, sweet angel.
your fingers. these hundreds and hundreds of people, and they were all great. Like all the cast, the grips, the people who do all the effects, you know, the cameramen, everybody, all the cast, the extras. They were all so into making these movies and just genuinely great people. And getting to meet them and work with them was incredible. And so I'm definitely gonna miss this big family that we've created. And we're gonna like. A lot of us are still going to see each other, but there's still like hundreds of people that we became very close with that we're not going to get to see anymore, and that's definitely hard, I think.
Another question?
Hey guys. So this is like a really powerful story, and I just wondered if there's one thing that you hope fans take away from this last movie, what would it be?
This is all you, Jen.
My worst nightmare. I don't know when I heard my name at the end of it. Did you say Jen? I was like, maybe I misunderstood. He said no. I think, it's so bad.
Just relax, focus, take a second.
Liam, will you say hello to me, or what did you say to the girl?
It's okay, Jen. It's okay, Jen. It's okay, Jen. Just got worse and worse. Don't ask me to do that again. I want to be a part of your stuff over
Yeah,
here.
or just like help me. What I'm trying to say is
Help get her started.
the power of, you know, of our future is in our hands. I'm trying to say that in a non-cheesy way.
That's great. That's a good message.
You see how hard this is?
It's about hope and empowerment.
I'm saying, yes, about hope and empowerment.
Two
And also,
words.
you know, being involved. You know, this was at the beginning of this movie, this was one girl who was standing up to something huge and gigantic. This entire, what I like about these movies is that they take the entire world in a way, you know, and condense it into this one continent, and however you want to say it. But all of these issues are very real, and she was one girl, it was very scary, and she took it into her hands, and she did what was right, even though she knew there was good, I mean, I don't think you should risk your life, but I was about to say, even though she knew she could die, and then I was like, well, pump, brakes. The power of the future is with you and in your hands.
It's true.
I will also say that I think, and it's something that I will say too, in an answer to that question, though, that there's something that happened, at least for me, you know, when there's certain scenes that we start to shoot, and you feel the history of the characters, and especially of Katniss, and so to take away the sort of payoff of reading the books and stories and seeing the movies, and to feel the emotion and the history and the themes and the ideas kind of all come together and conclude at the end, I think is really powerful. I mean, I even felt it just shooting some of the scenes, and I really hope you all are able to share in that feeling.
We have time for one last question. Oh, the audience just said no, so
Each and every one of you get to ask a question.
we'll get to all of you. We brought sleeping bags, yes.
How did you guys all know to say that?
Miss Jennifer Lawrence, I just want to ask you, how did Jennifer Lawrence bid goodbye to Katniss Everdeen?
Aw. I don't really feel like it's happened yet. I still think it's such a huge part of my life. You know, these movies really did change my life. I mean, as Josh was saying, you know, the people that are in my life are still, you know, you guys challenged me. I love you. Are you taking I thought you were turning it off. I think that the changes that happened in my life from doing these movies are so permanent and still still with me that I don't think that I'll ever really kind of say goodbye to her. It feels like a part of me.
Nice.
That was really all the time we had for audience questions.
She's in a full-blown Katniss outfit.
Oh, you're in a Katniss outfit. I'm sorry. I thought you were a Conan fan with a bow and arrow. I got confused. They do exist. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yes, my question is for Josh and Jen. It could be open to the whole cast, though. How has your character's attitude changed the way you portray the character?
Well, Peeta kind of goes crazy. So there's that. It's my first time really playing crazy. And I've always wanted to. I don't know what it says about me. But yeah, so I mean, I had to really like let loose, and I don't really yell at people ever, so I never really yelled at someone. And in this movie, and in Mockingjay 1 and 2, there's a lot of really intense moments that I had to really push myself towards a place that I've never even gone to in my normal life. And now I have to do it on camera with a bunch of other actors and people standing around that's going to be judged for the rest of my life. So it's, it's pretty intense, but yeah, it was fun to kind of let that crazy out, and it gave me confidence in the future if I need to kind of go to extremes and everything like that, that I have done it now and I know how to do it. Yeah.
At the beginning, or when I first signed on to these movies, I was 20. Now I'm 24. But I remember feeling frustration. Yeah, seriously. But I remember feeling frustration about Katniss's hesitation to kind of be this hero. I remember reading them and doing it and wanting her to be excited about this role and to take charge, and I remember just kind of being like, why is she? And then as I kind of grew with her, I realized how real and also powerful it was, her hesitation to start this war, because it doesn't solve problems sometimes. And so I can't remember what your question was, but I remember thinking this could possibly answer it. So I hope that is in fact true.
All right, I've been just handed a note. You all saw that I wasn't. He was here already. This just in.
I totally believe that.
Get out of here, yeah. I've been asked to ask you guys if you'd like to see the trailer again before we go. Roll that trailer! want to thank all the panelists for joining us today. They are not only incredibly talented people, they're incredibly nice and very real, and you should know that. They are as they appear. So let's have a hand for our panelists. There's also, I will prompt all of you to visit the Lionsgate booth on the convention floor for giveaways and to attend talent autograph signings. Thank you all for being here. You guys are an incredible audience.
Before we stop, I just kind of say we've been doing this now for 4 years, and the fans have been insane, and you guys have been the best. And there's been so many moments where we're so tired on these press tours and everything, and you guys always show so much energy and support, and we just know we all feel the same way. We appreciate it more than anything, and we're so happy to see all you guys today. Thank you.
Stand and walk that way. And now the awkward standing.
Now, will they go? They do back on the side.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it again for our friends from Lionsgate, the Hunger Games, Mockingjay Part 2, with our special guests, Francis Lawrence, Nina Jacobson, Willow Shields, Hemsworth, Hutcherson, and Miss Jennifer Lawrence, and our special guest moderator,